I'm going to try it from this angle today. What do you think? What do you think? I don't like it. But it's a different angle. You know? At least you'll be able to see me. You see the camera here. Nice little Sony. And then in here, it's actually where the camera's showing through. Maybe I'll give you a little closer so you can kind of see what's going on in here. See me in there? Ooh, it's very little. Maybe I'll even give you a better, how's that? Let's see what's going on in there. A little closer? What do you think? A little closer? How's that? Yeah, you can see it in there. So you get like a different over the shoulder. This is Lost Super Avengers. And they're pretty rad. I can only find a few recordings of theirs. But I'm very stoked to have them on. As you can see, I have to fix my cables. They are all a fucking mess, and I'm not sure why. I got my mic up here, ready to go. This Rode sounds really, really good. But I don't have a mount for the prompter, so I just gotta set it up here like this and pray to God nothing falls or breaks. All right, where is it? Right there. See, it's real simple. But I kind of just bring this around, kind of make sure the mic is pointing down directly at me. Can you see that? Or a little bit. Pointing directly down at me, so that when I'm talking in the camera, you can pretty much hear me and I don't have to do anything special. So now I'm gonna, like, this is like the normal lighting. Like, you'll see the blue version, but what they're gonna see is the red in the back. So I'm going to start the meeting as soon as I turn off the overhead lights, the house lights, and then hopefully things will look good. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Framing's pretty decent. See, I like to be able to get like at least a bust shot. I'm still not happy with where I'm showing up, but I do like the background. Do have to fix the LED lights, so I'm running about 2 minutes late, and I'm bummed out about that because I don't like being late or not showing up or anything like that, or being sick. I've been sick for a couple days, but I got a lot done today. I reorganized the merch shop, which I'm very happy about. Got rid of all the stuff people might not be interested in, put some new stuff up. So check that out on Spread Shop. There's a link in the posts, and there's some new stuff coming on. There's some updated posts. We're getting new members every day, so I really appreciate the support and everything. So I'm going to try to move it around one more time so you get a good shot of this monitor that I'm going to be looking at and me. How's that look? Right there? Okay, let's try it. I'm going to start the meeting and hope to God Lost Super Avengers show up. Because any technical problem can happen and will. Right? This is an LED light. Can you see it?
Recording in progress.
That kind of just like gets the back on this side and kind of separates me from the background. And there is James Garcia. See? I get a little notification right there, James Garcia. And he's from Lost Super Avengers. And we're going to do the interview just like we did before. And this part will air uncut on Patreon. And this part will go on YouTube you know, if all goes well. All right, let's do it. Move my chair up a little bit. Don't look like I'm singing. Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
All right, there we go. We got you.
Can you hear me pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, test your mic again.
Test.
Yeah, good.
All right. Yes.
Nice. Can you see you have some overhead lights behind you, and it's kind of like glowing.
Yeah.
So if you could point the camera in another direction by any chance. Oh my God, I have that Deadpool shirt.
Yeah.
I do. My father-in-law got it for me.
Let's see here. Does that work a little bit better?
No, it's still that. Maybe if you tilt it down.
Windows, actually. Let me move it over this way a little bit. How's that?
That's way better.
Okay, we'll go with that one then. I'll go under this way. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You'll have to pardon the setting. I'm at work right now. Actually, it's County Fair Week here, so we've got orders going all day. I can't leave, so I told James, like, Dad, just come over here and we'll do the interview here. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Can you guys kind of get closer together so we get you good in the frame? I want you guys to look good, and I'm gonna grab a screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail. So you can pose however you want everybody to see you. You can smile, you can act goofy, you can try to be badass, whatever you want to do.
So we just a little smile and pose.
Looks good, guys. I like it.
All
right. Apologize for the scruff.
No worries, sorry, we're scruff. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Lost Super Avengers. How are you guys today?
Doing pretty good.
I'm stoked to have you on because it was hard to track you down. And I've been following you, and I'm like, I get in touch with a lot of bands on Bandcamp, and there was only a few I could find, but you guys are pretty impressive. So I'm so very happy that you came on the show. First, before we go any further, introduce yourselves, what instruments you play, and tell me a little bit about Lost Super Avengers.
Oh, well, I'm Guy. I go by Guy in the band. I'm the drummer. Originally from California, but living here in South Texas.
My name's Charles. I'm aka Buddy in Lost Super Avengers, and been living in Texas most of my life, but I've spent time out in California. Fell in love with surf music when I was a kid, listening to Adventures LPs, and been on that road ever since.
Awesome. How would you describe your brand of surf music? I know the impression that I got from it, but I want you to describe it for the viewer if they want to go check you out.
I'd have to say edgy, but comedy with a melody. We try to entertain, so we have little antics and choreography and stuff like that on stage. So we try to keep it fun and lighthearted. So a lot of kids actually love us also, and it's been pretty fun playing for everybody.
Nice. Now, surf bands, because there are a lot of surf bands, but I I find that in order for any band, especially like surf, punk, and rockabilly, they mix the shows because those genres kind of, the people that like those kind of like coexist in a certain scene. How is that important for you guys when you come across people who may not be into surf as much as you, but they come and they see your show and they're like, oh shit, I didn't even know about this.
I think that's kind of where we picked up the gimmick with the masks. I mean, we started off as a Low Straight Jackets cover band, like just kind of doing tribute to them.
Yeah.
But the more we started writing our own stuff, when we put our album out in 2009, that was the main thing. Like, let's keep the Lucha Libre masks going, because we would be playing like on 6th Street there in Austin, or even on the Red River District, and we'd see people just kind of like be passing by, and then they'd look in, and then back up and look again, like what the hell, and then they'd come in, and so I mean, that's kind of how we got the common people in, like the more common crowd to come in and check us out, and just word of mouth. I mean, just kind of spread around. After that, we started picking up more people that were into like the retro rock scene. So we got a lot of people that were rockabilly fans, and it just kind of picked up a little bit from there.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I am interested because I think I have an idea of where you work, but I want you because creative types often work in a creative environment, and that looks like exactly where you are right now.
Yes, I work in an embroidery and print shop.
Nice, like a screen printing shop.
Yes.
What are some of the crazy stuff that you've printed on?
Currently, right now, we're doing embroidery on a cover for a sheep. So they're doing like the livestock auctions and stuff, and they have the competitions and everything. So the sheep have like these kind of like I guess shirts or shrouds. I don't know what they're called, but they kind of cover them up with it at night and stuff. So they're actually, my sister's actually in the back. She works with me, and she's embroidering some stitching on one of those for one of the sheep.
Nice.
So it's got to be one of our crazier ones.
So tell me about how long the band's been together and how the two of you got together to make the music.
I'll let you answer that.
Well, the Super Avengers have been there since like early 2000s or maybe like 1999, like and then my brother and I, we moved down here. And we, there wasn't that much surf rock down here in South Texas, so it was like, hey, let's play some surf music, And every time, people hear surf rock, they're like, what is that music, So I mean, we've been playing on and off since we were young.
2003, I think.
Yeah, so, but I mean, the band Los Super Avengers, we didn't really start the band until 2007. So around that time we started the Super Avengers. We're still going.
All right, nice. How different is the scene today than 2007?
There's kind of an explosion in surf rock, I would say, since the 2000s. Like we started, I think, around 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, and there was maybe 5 or 6 bands playing like normally, and we would all get together and have little shows and stuff. We left the surf scene in Austin. Well, I left the surf scene in Austin like around 2011. I know he was there for a little bit longer, and we've kind of gone back. We've had some lineup changes over the years, but we just recently played Surf by Surf East over in Austin this last Sunday, and there was so many bands that they actually had to expand to 2 days, or was it 3? Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, I saw that.
I would definitely say the scene is very much thriving.
Yeah.
Right, right.
They're from Los Angeles, all around space.
Was that did Chad Shivers and Otitis Media have something to do with that show?
I mean, I think they were there, but I'm not really sure that they had anything to do with the show. But I mean, I think they were definitely there. I'm not sure if they were there Saturday. Because we were there Sunday, I didn't really see him. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell me what that was like being a surf band from South Texas and going there and seeing just like a wave of surf fans and like being amongst your people.
I love it. It's
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was crazy just to see, like there's so many surf bands, but they play like different kind of surf. Like they have their own style of surf. Like
Yeah.
they have metal surf, like everything is like different. It's not just like the classic surf you hear like Adventures or Big Hill.
Yeah.
It's like I guess surf evolved. So like there was trumpets. They had bells. They had like weird instruments playing surf. So it sounded pretty cool.
Nice. Nice. What would you say, where do you say you fall in the spectrum? I don't like anybody to put a label on what I do. So I'm sure you don't like when labels are put on you, but what is the kind of vibe that you're like incorporating from different genres, subgenres?
I would have to say we kind of stick with classic style. We add like a little bit of our own flair to it, so a little bit of punk rock and some country-ish style licks here and there. I know we also play in the country scene. I know with that it's complete reversal. Like we're writing music and we're actually making it kind of like a little bit surfy, more like Cody Beat style stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the other way around, I would definitely say we're more on the classic side.
Yeah, we try to keep it more classic, more adventures, straight jacket style kind of thing.
Yeah.
Still some there.
Yeah.
I was just at with my wife and my son actually at Fink Fest 3 in Maryland. And I don't know how much you know about Missing Fink Records, but he's from Augusta, Georgia, Johnny Fink. And he puts out Atomic Mosquitoes was there, the Hellflowers. There was this rockabilly band it was doing something. And they were really, really great, really country-ish, but just, I mean, by far, like my wife was like, oh yeah, this is the band right here. And so it added that, like you said, the country element, and the surf, like with the Atomic Mosquitoes, which is more, the theremin and the traditional with the 90s type stuff. It was just, I don't know. It was just an amazing feeling. And I can only imagine for you what it's like playing amongst those and like rushing to see the other bands when you're not on stage.
Yeah.
So what like how many stages did they have there? I'm excited about how huge it was.
It was just the one. They actually switched it over to a different venue this year. The previous years they did it at a different location and they had it split into 2 stages in one day. But there were so many bands just like trying to come out and just want to have a good time with everybody that they decided to do 2 days this year instead.
Awesome. So what are your plans for the summer? I know spring is going to be, by the time this airs, spring will be wrapping up pretty soon and we'll be in summer. Like, what are your plans?
Well, I mean, we haven't really been playing much with the Super Avengers. We have another project that we do, like you said, play country music, also. So I mean, that one's been taking off a lot. But we're trying to get back to playing some more surf rock. Try to get more shows, and everything. Since recently we purchased the band, so we can travel wherever. So we're gonna hopefully try to get some more shows, in the upcoming months or whatever for the Super.
Very cool. Very cool.
We're basically just trying to see if we can start touring the Texas coast again and maybe hit Austin and some of the other places we used to go and getting something going in between shows with the country band. The country band pays the bills, so I mean we have an opportunity to kind of stretch our legs out and have some fun. And personally, I'm trying to see if I can get us back into the studio finally in the fall so that we can start working on our sophomore album. It's been too long between that one and our first album, so we're hoping to finally get that one going.
Do you have the tracks written?
We've got 3 or 4, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff just kind of set aside that we're just like, hey, like this riff sounds good, and that's kind of how we started with the first album. We just would say, hey, like let's work on this riff. I came up with this, and then 20, 30 minutes later, we'd have an entire song written. So
Wow.
hoping to kind of get back into that same groove and get something out.
Yeah, we were actually in the studio the first time, and we were like missing like 2 more songs, and we just wrote them there in the studio. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So do you put out the albums yourself?
Well, we worked the first record. We worked with Deep Eddy Records there in Austin. They were a big help helping us get underway with promotionals and stuff, get it all set up. This next one, I'm not sure we're going to go indie or we're going to try to see if we can rekindle that relationship with Deep Eddy and see what we can get going. But we'll definitely be keeping everybody posted with it on Facebook and everything. So.
Cool. One last thing before we go. What are some of the, obviously, a lot of people, most people that are into surf are very open-minded and they explore different genres in translating them into surf music. What are some of your standards that you like to throw in the set to kind of like other styles of music or other genres of music that you like to play surf versions of?
I mean, at this point right now, it's been more. I think our heaviest influences have been the Ventures and definitely the Straight Jackets. And that was back in 2008, 2009 when we were writing them. This now going back into it, I'm kind of excited about it because we've picked up so much over the years. Because we've done so many projects. We played like in blues bands, so we picked up more Stevie Ray Vaughan style. Licks, I mean, country, we're picking up Hoodie Creeks and some of the other darker westerns, so like I'm kind of intrigued and I'm definitely excited to see what we're going to come up with because it just kind of, with us, we just have this vibe that it just kind of flows out of us. We don't really sit there and think about, let's like try to write something in this genre, like we just kind of think of something and we just go from there and it takes off. So I'm kind of excited to see where our musical journey is taking us and where it's going to lead us.
Yeah, the way it works sometimes is, I'll sit there on my drum kit and I'll start playing like the beat. My brother will just start playing the riff. And this guy will come in with the riff and the bassist will come in with the riff. That's how we kind of, make the song, or they'll start playing a little beat or something, that's how we're picking. And then, I'll come in with the beat and then that's how we start writing the song.
Very cool. What I want to thank you guys for coming on and taking time out of your day, especially at work. I know this is probably close to lunchtime, if not just about lunchtime for you. So thank you so much, guys, and I really appreciate it, and I really dug the music that you shared.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, if anybody wants to follow us or look us up, we're on Instagram and on Facebook, and maybe sooner or later we'll make a TikTok account.
We need to get a TikTok.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Cool. I want to ask you a favor, if you could. If you could send me those Facebook, like your social links, and do you have like maybe a file of your first album, like the MP3s? Because I can't find it anywhere. And I want to put the files in the back of the interview, like underneath us talking. I usually like the new thing now is I like to have the bands that I'm interviewing, their music playing in the background, and then do a review later on.
I've got some WAV files. I need to set up Dropbox. I just got a new phone, so I've got to set that back up. But once I get that, I can get your email from James, and I'll send them over.
Oh man, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for making the time at work. I know you guys are probably like, looking for the boss and shit. All right, guys.
No, we're good.
All right, take care.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
See, there's the guys that deserve your eyes and ears on them because they set apart a day to interview with me. My normal day, like I edited 3 videos yesterday, which took me quite some time because you have to make thumbnails and you have to make. I'm really, really trying to make them look better, and I will post some videos and be doing that. I'll put some music on it too, so it won't look so boring. But there is a process, and it takes a while, and it just gets faster with time because you develop a workflow and habits, and oh no, this works better with this. You get to learn the software a little bit better. Canva's amazing. So these guys, Lost Super Avengers, they're good guys, as you can see. And my conversation, I feel really comfortable with them. I could have gotten in a lot more questions and maybe made it funnier and maybe, asked them some more questions. But I saw that they were at the office, and that's not the first time that's happened. And I don't, as much as I want to talk longer, I don't want them to take advantage of, their work hours. And I don't want to take advantage of the fact that they have other things they need to do, and they're really like doing their thing. Like, the one gentleman came from his other place, came to his friend's job, and then they did the interview from there. So, I mean, that's effort. And that's why I do this. So you can see that not only for me, but for them, it's a lot of work, just to make it happen. And, pretty much the cause, what I call the cause, NoFX called it the cause. We're doing it for the cause. And they always joke about it. But it is the truth. You have to have a purpose and a cause in life that makes you get up in the morning and, this is mine. I wish something like this existed when I was in my 20s, playing in a punk rock band, hardcore band in Philadelphia. I really wish it was, because putting paper flyers up or handing them out really didn't do the job. They just crumble it up and throw it away. Most of the time. Sometimes people came out. But so I will catalog this interview and come back and edit it at a later date. I think I edited 3 yesterday, and I will probably edit another one today because I don't have anything else. I do have an interview with the Balboas, my second one. They got some really, really cool stuff coming out. I put some, what else did I put up? Some rig videos. There's a great YY's playlist. They were pretty good. It's amazing the response you get when they kind of see the picture all put together, right? They do all these videos and you put them together like a Spotify playlist on your channel, and they're like, oh. And I think people are going to enjoy that once they kind of realize that, a lot of bands have this on our channel. And hopefully it catches on. There is new merch. Please check that out. I kind of weeded out the stuff that I thought might turn people off. That was just kind of not the best quality or artwork or whatever. And I kept some of my favorites in there. And I put some new ones on. That's all available in the link. There's a link on this this Patreon. There's a link on our YouTube channel. There is a ton more coming up. Right now, it is March 4th. March 4th. I'll probably edit this today. Maybe. No, I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to just upload it right away. And then I'll post a link to this in Patreon. The interview actually probably won't air until July. So they may very well be knee deep in writing their music, the Lost Super Avengers. So that's really cool. That's really cool to know. What else news do we got? Jen's coaching lacrosse. We're going to be going to the Messer Chep show coming up. And we're going to be doing a little bit more coverage. Jen is going to be starting a news show, and her kind of putting her face back on Pi Records. She's the one who really started it with me. She's going to be doing like some news hits and some shorts and stuff like that. And I'll do some behind the scenes specifically for Patreon. For the Master Chip show, they are playing in Philadelphia. It's kind of like at a winery. I've never been at one. My wife has always wanted to go. She likes wine. So we're gonna do that, and then there's another show. We were supposed to go to the Surfer Joe show, but now that can't happen because we're going to Vegas, and I wanted to be with my wife. We've never taken a vacation away from the family since we were very young, since our honeymoon. So we're gonna go, and we're gonna go to Vegas. And the thing we're probably gonna talk to Elvis, if you know what I mean. And she's getting an award for her job, which is exciting. She's getting recognized as, a top agent at her company on the East Coast. So she's very accomplished. During the week, she's coaching girls lacrosse at Bonner. It's a girls' Catholic school in right outside of Philadelphia, like Drexel Hill, which is kind of a little bit north of Drexel University. And she just started this week, and it's gonna be really good for her. And she's gonna make time to hang out with me. I want to go see the Punk Rock Museum and meet my friends and the musicians I grew up with, and they'll be there. They say don't meet your heroes, but Dave Smalley was cool, Scott Reynolds was cool, Chad Price was cool, most are cool, Johnny Fink's cool. Yeah, they're all great. So stay tuned for more Patreon stuff. If you're a free member or you know somebody that would be interested in this type of stuff, like somebody who's fanatic about YouTube, this is going to show how everything works. So let's get it together and support the channel and support our cause. And then I could just do more, because for every video I'm going to try, for every video I do, I'm going to try to slowly integrate into the Patreon feed some behind the scenes stuff. And I'll try to make it different every time, different angles, different stuff. And I'm going to show you my skulls over here. I've had that particular skull since I was in high school. My friend Marty, who I love as a brother, he decided he was going to shank that off me, and I found it in his house. He stole my Gumby doll out of my guitar case, too. Anyways, he gave it back. It was a joke. I got lots of skulls, and then Annabelle over there. So what, that's the end of this one for today. It's already 34 minutes long, but I have another interview today. And I did a lot of updating to the store, posted some social media, which I have to really up my game on.